It's Tuesday morning, and we are excited to be here on Wake Up Nigeria. It's going to be a special day.
Yes, Tuesday's always great. Tuesday's always amazing, and the week has officially begun in earnest. An excellent morning to you. We hope you're out of bed. We got up really early to make sure that we keep our word to you, to show up on your screens every single weekday from 6 a.m.
Yes, we did. This is a whole 3 hour, right? So you should be prepared to go all the way with us. My name is Yomi Hope.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. Our morning has picked up considerably, and hopefully yours is about to as well. If at any point you need to step out, you know, go somewhere, go to the bathroom, you can always keep up with us online.
In the bathroom?
Yes, in the bathroom. It is possible to watch us in the bathroom. It's streaming live. tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. Yes.
Of course, you can also download our mobile app from any Play Store, which you can watch from anywhere in the world, like absolutely anywhere. Now, send in your comments as well across our social media platforms with the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria. We talked about birthday shout-outs yesterday.
Yes, indeed.
So hopefully we'll be able to take some today and on Thursday as well. Send in photographs, use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria. Why?
Apparently, you know, at 6 a.m. it's not really Zanku time.
That's
No,
for
it's-
you. Zanku time anytime.
Zanku time.
You know what you said? When you said to me about making the slippers pop, and I was thinking, okay, so I'll get my slippers at home when you're right laughing, and then I'll now. What I mean
It
is,
doesn't
I'm
have
looking
to be an
forward to
old
what.
one.
No, I'm looking forward to what he has in store. Let me see how, because I feel his slippers should be as plain as possible. But I think that's the reason why it's a DIY. Let's see.
Mike,
Let's see what we
you
have.
actually look good on TV. I was looking at you on TV just now.
It's like y'all planned it. The
Oh
whole
my-
blue
oh, that's
thing.
true.
The whole blue thing.
So I can see.
Like some people don't have something to say.
No, seriously. Okay, you don't like compliments. I will not compliment.
And it's the
honestly.
same shade of blue.
Exactly.
Isn't it the
Oh,
same
come
shade?
on, what are you
Same
saying?
shade.
What shade is this,
No,
Mary?
this is not. Mine is a bit
So
deeper.
to a guys see blue, ladies see
We
turquoise,
yeah,
they
we
see
this is
cyan.
Cerulean. We
This
see
is royal
in fact,
blue.
Yeah,
Y'all
mine
just
is
calm
royal
down.
blue.
It's
Yours
royal
is
blue.
something between royal and
On
royal
camera,
blue like
in
that.
the shot,
It looks the
like
same.
Are you serious?
It looks like it was cut from the same fabric.
Talking about royal, maybe during our coffee gist, the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex are trending in, you know, they've now broken the Guinness World Record for the fastest Instagram account to 1 million followers.
Wow.
Which opened about 6 days ago.
Though there was someone really upset at
followers.
them because it
7
was
days
his
ago.
handle.
Who?
There was somebody who was
7
upset,
days ago.
yeah, at them
Yeah.
because it was his handle.
So they seized it from him.
More or less.
Oh,
okay.
goodness
Yeah,
me.
Success Royal.
But why would someone save their name as Sussex Royal?
Because he wanted to save his name as Success Royal.
He
It's
so
his
was
name.
looking for
So
trouble.
wait,
He
wait,
wanted
wait.
to make some money.
Wouldn't they have had to
It
buy
was
that?
way before they were, exactly, they could
Wouldn't
have bought it or something.
So
But
how'd
it
you know
was
they
way
didn't buy it?
before, no, they did not. Because the guy came out, like, he woke up one morning
And
and
it
it
was no
wasn't
longer-
easy anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
They like seized his account.
Well,
The
power.
Yeah,
No, seriously, it was actually in the news last week. Yeah, if you checked DM, you would have seen it there.
Wow.
It was actually in the news.
Okay.
Where the guy was like, he woke up one morning, wanted to access his Instagram account, and the Royals have taken it
So
over.
the point now is that there are over £9 million of bets on the royal kid coming soon.
Okay.
From the name to the sex of the kid, to the color of the eyes, to the color of the hair, which is 6 million more than the last royal kid.
Oh yeah. So in
the
other words, the
the
color
bets-
of the skin and the hair is a big deal because you know, for the first
people
time
want to make
ever,
money on it.
it's like they've tainted that pool of royal blood.
It's
Imagine-
not, that word, taint.
Yes, tainted. I'm saying it that way because that's how they
nah.
feel it is. Because the truth is, they never used to mix with any other race.
So imagine if the kid comes out. And
Black.
Looks like them grandma.
As in, like,
That was
like
exciting.
they will hide the kid and bring out someone else.
Mama, you need to calm down this thing.
That would probably be their only child. They will not want to take the second child.
But I love a part that traditional beliefs are being broken, or should I say customs and all of that. Look, they are subject to man. Man should not be subject to custom.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I mean, at the end of the day, this was the same challenge that Michael Jackson also had when he felt like, okay, I'm light-skinned, or, you know, I'm white, essentially. And, you know, so there were rumors that most of the kids, Paris and the rest, Blanket and the rest of them, so weren't actually born of him.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Yes,
course.
There have been
now,
those rumors. In fact, there was a report a few weeks ago
That's
about
what
who
I
the
want
expectation
They're not,
fathers are.
yeah, they're not even like rumors anymore.
Yeah.
But there's one of them that looks so much like him. I think the youngest one. That's Blanket,
Which
right?
so much like who?
Michael
so
Jackson.
White
so
Michael
great.
Jackson or
I don't
original?
understand. There's no way that a
There's
child
no
will come
looks
out
like
with a
him.
pointed nose and be Michael Jackson's
Okay,
child.
so
Like, I don't get it.
All right, okay.
It's Lagos traffic. Welcome. Tuesday morning. Let's see what we can do to help you if you are about going out and you want to know how the traffic situation is, so that you can probably make your way around the city of Lagos much easier. Okay, and then also you can send us tweets and be a part of this at TVC Connect. Now use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria. You can tag any one of us and we will definitely read out those tweets, okay? So guys, how was it for you guys coming in this morning? It's traffic, man. You should drop the coffee first.
Traffic, it seemed to be building up pretty quickly. All over, what's this? Are you opening a shop?
Yeah.
Are you opening a shop?
Following direction.
It seems to be building up pretty quickly. On the Third Mainland Bridge, especially, as I was coming this morning, lots of traffic.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah,
So
in
let's
different locations.
then let's kick off with Third Mainland Bridge. Just as you spoke about Third Mainland Bridge, the traffic situation will take you about 26 minutes on the bridge right now. It's not so tight, but 26 minutes it will take you across just the traffic part, the part that the traffic is heavy on the Third Mainland Bridge. That's if you're coming from Oronshoki. Of course, from the island down to the mainland is quite free at this particular point in time, but yeah, well, let's take you from where do we go from now? K2, Alakbere. Yeah, that area quite tight building up. It frees up a bit at Oworo, and then from Oworo there's quite a little bit of an ease, and then right when you get up on the bridge at Adele, it picks up, and from there the traffic is quite much up until you get to Ring Road at this particular point in time. So it will take you about an hour, 36 minutes just across from Oworo to, say, Ring Road, just across the bridge at this point in time. Not so much, but hey, if you need an option, then that would have to mean Ikorodu Road. Let's see how Ikorodu Road looks at this particular point in time. Okay, Ikorodu Road is not so bad, not so bad. Let's pick up Mobology Bankanto. Okay, no, that's Mobology Bankanto on the way getting into Ikorodu Road at Maryland. It's quite free, just that bus stop there, that roundabout at Maryland. There's a little bit of a traffic up, you know, people trying to make their way, so definitely that's what you expect. But then just after that point, heading towards the island, it's quite free. A little around Anthony, that's where you have your first traffic situation there. Let's see the exact point. Let me see how much I can. Abeokuta Street, you know, just before that, the Baptist Church just by Ilukpeju. Yeah, Ilukpeju. That bypass there, that's where the traffic picks up. Red at that particular point, it gets quite serious. And then you move on to Nickman, to Orthopedic Hospital, Ibobi. It's quite tight. It eases off, as expected, just by Jibowo. The bypass eases up a little bit, picks up again. This is actually what happens most of the time on Ikorodu Road at this particular point in time. Ease up and pick up. And then, well, it's quite free this morning, not as tight as I would have expected, up until Ikmori, and then it picks up at Ikmori. Costain, quite heavy. Yeah, Costain quite heavy into Echo Bridge. That's quite heavy. National Theatre, all that area. Then from Echo Bridge, yeah, you're going to saunter a bit and gradually take you towards CMS Garage. That's how it is at this particular point in time. So you guys got any tweets there? You have to have tweets. I'm perceiving
Mary has
I
some.
actually do.
Okay.
Movements from Iyano Dokwemu. Now, this is on Follow Lasma.
Okay, follow last
So
one.
it says movement from Iyano Dokwemu inward cement is good, a bit slow at the pedestrian bridge. But that was about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you should keep that in mind. Mongoro to Ile-Zik as at
20
that time
minutes
was
is far,
good.
Jare.
But more recently, Mongoro to Ile-Zik, this is another one, traffic is already building up. Ashade through Sule Junction to Ile-Zik. Honestly, I didn't know those bus stops existed. They're all so good.
Yeah.
And Ile-Zik to Ikeja Long is not so bad, though at Ikeja Long, of course, the usual traffic and national, and that's due to activities of commercial vehicles and pedestrians crossing.
Yeah, over
There's
here.
good- Okay, sure.
Over
go
here,
ahead.
I've got just a few tweets from Lagos Traffic Reports.
Okay.
Is this Daleko or
Daleko.
Daleko.
Is it
Daleko?
Daleko?
Daleko.
Daleko.
Just
okay.
spell it.
Or
Just-
Normally,
Daleko?
I hear conductor saying Daleko. Okay, Daleko.
Daleko inward Iyano is solo.
Spell it. Just spell
Solo.
it. Simple.
Iyano
It's not
solo.
everybody that is like you.
Currently good to go. That's 7 minutes ago. And at about 6:30, Alfred Rewani en route Aki Adeshola, good to go. That's in Ikoyi. And Bonnie Camp en route Kofa Bayomi, currently good to go. That's at 6:30. And slight moving traffic currently ascending Mile 2OK en route to Oshodi.
Okay.
So that's slight moving traffic. So there's traffic, but it's moving.
That's moving,
at,
yeah.
Let me just quickly
at
point this one
6:30,
out.
yeah.
Minor accident between a tipper and a mass transit bus. That's at Idera, inward Mile 12, causing traffic backlog beyond Irawo.
Is traffic
the-
not
the owners
not
have been told
bread
to move
toasting
off the
time,
road.
please?
Burnt toast.
Okay, so thank you very much, Mary, for that particular report.
Yomi, you burnt the toast.
Yes, I did.
Why
I'm
you put the
sorry.
blame on Yomi? Yomi's like how many miles away?
Okay,
Oh,
so
goodness me.
when are you guys done?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Thank you. All right, so
Apologies.
Akele in and out. Well, now high influx currently from Agor roundabout on route Sele Expressway. So just a reminder, a pointer there. You had 3 people that speak Yoruba fluently. They were still having issues with names. 3 of them. So just forgive me in advance if I murder something there. Just know there are the 3 of them that need. They were arguing. We're not very sure. Moving traffic currently approaching Yanoba, coming from Lasu Gate. This was just about 2 minutes ago. Courtesy at NG Car Parts. Yeah, at NG Car Parts. And then just one final one. Let's see. Bukno on route Isheri roundabout. Currently good to go. I don't know where that is. Bukno.
Buckner.
It's Bucknor, Mike.
Buckner.
Buck, like buck.
Pronouncing me funny.
Mike.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's
Mike, you know you came from Port Harcourt. So,
Apparently Sherry's in Lagos, right?
Port
Right, but then
Harcourt boy.
that's it. Let me join those guys. They've actually burnt the bread. I don't know what you're
Sent
scratching.
ambush lava.
That thing you're doing as if you are cutting this thing. As if it's yam, you're peeling. And it's bread, oh. I see the sound. Let me go join them now.
I will still sing it for you. He's a Port Harcourt boy.
You know what? I'll just wait for the yellow toast, not the. But
so anybody who wants
toast,
nice and
crusty toast.
nice and crusty, you
Yeah,
can have.
Please, let's not deceive ourselves. This thing is not crust. Okay,
It's
this one is still
crusty.
This is
They're all
crusty.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This one isn't though. This
All
one.
in the effort to have
Yeah.
breakfast. Now, breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Yes.
So
You
they
must
say.
Eat something.
I heard that statement.
Mike is here.
Oh, yummy.
I heard that statement. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Yummy.
Was coined in the 1960s by cereal companies.
Yes, so they could sell more cereal.
Really?
So they could sell more cereal.
Are you serious?
Oh,
You know?
come on. But it's actually been proven
That
once
breakfast?
that once you start your metabolism off the right way with the right foods, you're bound to have good metabolic movement all through the day. So your digestion will start flowing the right way.
Let's just remember that different people
Please
with
monitor
different
that.
metabolism.
Oh, this plenty
It
English.
won't burn, don't worry. it
Last,
won't burn.
last.
It was because we pushed it in
Last,
twice.
I don't know the difference between this thing and all those
Hey,
just yam.
this
They used to
should
sell in
make
Port
it
Harcourt.
better.
Just eat
Peanut
the
butter.
bread.
No, it's too hard.
Eat
It's
the
too
bread.
burnt.
Yummy. So Yummy is not even eating this
It's too
one. He
burnt.
has
already
his own.
had sandwich.
He already
so
had a sandwich over
Yeah.
there.
And my sandwich is very healthy. It's got
This is not. This is
It still
so
doesn't
not
change the fact
fair.
that it's bread, yummy.
it's got vegetables in it.
Yeah.
But it's still bread.
But we're making this
I'm
one
actually
ourselves.
mimicking somebody. I don't
Okay,
think you guys
so
noticed.
I know that we've been talking a lot about food. We've been talking a lot about food. Mike, really? Why?
He just wants to see it himself.
Coffee makes everything possible.
What is wrong? Everybody seems to be on it.
Okay, so
Scum.
there are so many things that people try to get done in the morning, and it just feels like you always forget something. Even when the kids are packing up to go to school, sometimes you might just forget to either put water in their bag or put in their homework, or there's always something. Is there some foolproof way of just making sure that your whole
I have a routine. That's what helps. Like, I don't even have a routine for myself, but I have, for the family, I have a routine.
Wow.
Okay.
What's the
this isn't
routine?
coming
What's
up.
your routine?
So the routine is, methodically how you're going to do things.
Yeah.
Say, for example, the time you're going to cook breakfast,
Okay.
pack lunch, check the school books. Like, it's so mechanical for me right
And
now.
what
that
time
if I
of the
miss,
morning?
Okay, I
do you
wake up.
do all
I
this?
usually wake up at between 1 a.m. and 1:30.
Really, Mary?
Yeah.
That's when some people are going to bed.
No, that's when I wake up.
When do you go to bed?
Depends. Most times I could be in bed at 8 and I wouldn't be able to sleep. So sometimes I'm still awake at 10. But
That is
my
so
body
unhealthy.
is so used to waking up latest 1:30.
But that's really
As in, I wake up before my alarm at 1:30. And when I wake up, the first thing I do
So
is
your
to
alarm
just-
goes off at 1:30
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. So
Like 1:30.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then you not sleep again.
no, I don't sleep yet. I'll just sit down for a while, try to pull myself together.
You know
Because
the Holy Book
when I wake
says-
up that early, I always feel like my body is disjointed. I guess because I haven't
You
gotten
know that
enough
sleep
sleep.
is a blessing up,
Yes, it is.
So if
It
sleep
is.
is a blessing, lack of sleep is what?
It's not a curse. I refuse to be cursed.
I didn't say that. I asked the
Mike, it's
question.
too early in the morning.
I asked a
Mike,
question.
Take your time.
I asked the question,
No,
just a
but-
simple question.
But
If
really, it
sleep
can be
is a
daunting.
blessing,
It can be daunting.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what's your household routine like?
Household routine starts at 5 when I'm leaving the house.
Really?
But usually, if I'm in the house, kids wake up at 6.
Okay.
4, and then they start eating breakfast at about 6:30. So whatever you need to do with the kids is between 6 and 6:30. So you have that 30 minutes to get them to take their bath, yeah, and they're drowsy, brush their teeth,
In 30
comb their
minutes.
hair.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
I already found a way around
So, but by
it.
6:30, breakfast is ready. So they come downstairs, eat breakfast at 6:30, and by 7:05, they're on their way.
They're on the way.
How many bathrooms do you have?
As,
Yeah, because that's what I was wondering.
Oh,
at 30
wow.
minutes.
Mary,
An
were you
average
reading
child,
my mind?
like growing up, everybody always wanted to take their bath before me.
you're always
The
killing.
moment I get into the bathroom, forget it, you are late. Because I would sing, compose music.
Wow.
think
And that's
of my
when you're taking
life,
your bath by yourself. My
meditate.
kids are still kids.
Yeah.
Like, they're actually children. So you can take care of one child within 5-6 minutes.
Oh, okay. They're not the ones taking their bath.
So you're
Of
just like,
course not.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
raise your hand, raise your hand.
Out.
Brush your teeth, brush
Next.
your teeth.
Sharp, 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 sharp.
Like
Out.
scrubbing
Next.
them like toys. No, but really.
Anyone that is slow
That's what
brushing
I
his
said
teeth,
about
you
mechanical.
collect the
You
brush
get
from
used
his
to
hand.
Yeah.
So
Are
when
you
I'm at home,
tilling the ground?
no. When I'm at home with them, it's sharp, sharp. My wife loves it when I'm around because I just churn them out like toast.
And let's hope they're actually well back.
I say, go downstairs now. Food, breakfast,
Now,
everything.
eat.
that's how we can take, right? So, yeah, let's go on a break. We have birthday shout-outs to give, right?
Yes,
If you
but
didn't
that will
send-
be much later.
If you didn't send a birthday shout-out, the long
This blue is really bright too.
Yeah.
Look at
that
you know,
blue.
very nice.
Okay, so if you want to talk
No,
about
the,
us, what about
the
your
camera
colors?
should
No,
should
no.
go back
like,
on you
just
guys.
go back on both of you people. Right?
Can I just hide myself behind
Really,
this as well?
Mike, what is that? Goodness me. Anyhow.
Let's
at
go
this
on break now. That's it.
Yeah, I'm actually looking for...
We're back. It's an hour already. Wow, things moved really fast today. I
Yeah.
think because we're having a little bit of fun.
Yeah. Because
And the
there was
toast,
food.
yeah, and there was food. So when there's food, you know, I realize that I'm more talkative.
Yeah, I figured.
A little bit funnier, a little bit, just a little bit. And we're still on this journey. We're nice and full. We've eaten. Coffee is settling in there.
Now the journey to brightening your own day, not his, your own day.
My day is already bright.
Still on the way. You know, hey, we're gonna make sure the day is as educative as possible. We have discussions, we have lifestyle hints, we have music, food, everything else you can think of.
Yes, indeed. And the week is shaping up very nicely for us and for all of you as well. Now, of course, all you need to do is tune in every single day for this feel-good experience from 6 a.m. Now, if you are watching us today at 7 and you haven't heard,
yes, indeed,
that we've done this for a month already, 6 a.m., that's Wake Up Nigeria.
My
name is Yomi Obe.
I'm Titilayo Oyinson. Now we're streaming live, so you can take us with you everywhere you go. And it's on Facebook at TVC Connect and on our website, that's tvcontinental.tv, as well as our app. Yes, you can download our app now from the Google Play Store and the Apple iStore as soon as you can and take us with you wherever you go.
Of course. It's been, things are shaping up in the kitchen. So, of course, Mary is there with Chef Tutu.
Chef Tutu.
Chef Tutu, you don't mess with my tutu. Who remembers that one? Good to have you here. She's looking all fresh and relaxed and clean.
Thank you so much.
Good food is life.
So, Mary, could you,
wow.
Mary, could you get off the stool, please? Just
She's not on a stool.
get off that stool.
Okay,
so
no
that
problem. I'm just going to take my shoes
She's
off.
just
It's all right. You
very
can keep
beautiful
insulting
and
me.
tall.
I've taken off my shoes.
No, don't.
No,
Mary,
it's fine. It's
Mary,
fine.
why?
It's okay. So we are like closer in height now.
You caved. You caved.
No, I didn't cave. I just
we'll
wanted
put some
to
pressure
have
on
some
you.
peace.
There's nothing like a good beat, though,
Yeah.
that just keeps you bumping. There's some songs that are so good that from way back in the day, you still remember them. And then there's some voices as well. About two, 3 days ago, we heard a song from Ginny. Mike and I were at the desk, and we just heard Ginny's song, and we're like, what? That song still sounds so fresh. Why? Because of how it was produced and the effort put into it. And it just, you get my point.
Ego.
Yes, Ego. As in, really, beautiful song.
It made me remember something. I was like, I thought about it, like, sometimes the success of a song is so big that it's even hard for an artist to replicate anything close to that. It happens to a
And that's
number
why
of
some
artists.
people refer to them as one-hit wonders, but it's not so. It's because
Yeah, he had other
But
songs.
then
Yeah,
again-
for him, there's a difference between a one-hit wonder and someone like a Genie, a Genie or whatever. There's kind of a difference because at different times he had Overkilling It. He had other songs, but it's that one really stood out. That was more. I just find him so much that even when he does a new song, you
People
see
still
him,
ask
and you
him
tell
to sing
So
it.
it's a problem of the people. So you say, I beg, you say who we want.
it's like this morning
know?
while heading to the office, I actually heard Window Shopper playing.
Oh,
50
really?
Cent.
50
And
Cent.
I just had this wide grin on my face
and you
because
just start
I'm a
singing it.
huge fan of rap music. Yes. There was something I even posted on my Twitter handle just 2 days ago, a comparison. Somebody made two teams, Team A and Team B. Now, Team A had, I don't know if you saw it, Kanye West. It had Jay-Z and it had J. Cole. That's
Okay.
Team A.
Okay.
Then Team B had 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, and Eminem. And they said pick, and I was like, this is a no-brainer.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
picking
Are
Team
you sure
B.
it's a no-brainer?
It's a no-brainer.
Okay, so
Any
you're
team that has
Timbaland, Eminem,
Yeah.
and who was it?
Did you say Timbaland?
No, I didn't say, I said Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dr.
Yeah.
Dre.
Dr. Dre, Eminem, and who did I mention first? 50 Cent.
50 Cent.
Yes, and I was like,
I'm not so sure.
Eminem is there.
I'm not so sure.
No,
Well-
but if Eminem is there, if it comes to a freestyle battle, man, that's your man.
That's why I said
That's
it's a
your man.
freestyle battle.
That's your man.
comparison.
Yeah, but those
Eminem.
guys are older. All the J. Coles are more, appeal more to the millennial generation. So,
Yeah, so
They still
I
appeal to
think-
me.
Can-
there are probably
Kendrick
some
Lamar.
people. I was asking a young person who about Eminem, and they were like, "Who?"
What?
Yeah, and
What?
I was like, "You don't know
Well,
Eminem?
his new song, God's Over Fear, is already
You
bringing
don't
him
know
back to
Eminem?
prominence.
Depends on
Yeah.
the young person.
Go and Google him."
You still going to boil the rice, or we're going to be chewing?
No, yes, you boil the rice a bit so it can get soft. So that the fresh herbs get infused into the rice, so it
Because
gives it
it's a
more
bit softer
flavor. No, just to give it a lot of flavor and, well, other things to make it eatable, basically.
So what's the purpose of the washing it in hot water?
I just feel it's to remove a little bit of starch from it and just to clean it up.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you prefer washing with hot water than with regular water. That's a good idea. I think I'll try it.
Definitely.
If
You
I
can-
burn my fingers, you're in trouble.
The good thing about this, the herb rice, is that
Yeah.
you can make anything from this.
Okay.
So once you make the herb rice, so you could just saute your vegetables, add to it, and you have your fried rice.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so
Great.
they're just different ways of making
So all the
it.
vegetables go in. I thought they were mostly for garnishing.
Oh, no.
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
All right.
Because
So we put
it's
in our beef to fry.
Yes, but 1 minute.
Let's finish
yes.
with this. Wow, the spice is going now.
Yes, everything goes in.
Okay. What about this?
The brown sugar.
pepper.
So it's for the beef.
Okay.
Yes, so you
The
don't
seasoning
add,
cubes are also for the rice?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
so you saute this one.
Okay. So the rice gets sauteed as well?
Yeah, before you add your water to get it soft.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll leave it to do this for how many seconds?
Well, till it's soft, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
No, just
it's all right now.
yeah.
It's always exciting to learn new recipes on the show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like when you see all
So,
of this,
but it's-
you think it's for garnishing normally.
No, by the time you are done, the aroma that's going to come out, God
Would be
damn it.
fantastic.
God damn it.
Yeah, we can't wait. We can't wait to get
So-
that aroma.
You fry your beef, so you don't want to crowd the beef so that it fries
Okay. So
accordingly.
it's just a few at a time.
Yeah.
This looks pretty simple.
Yes, it is, funny enough.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say that. It was actually a trap. I just knew you were gonna go. Yeah, it is. It's very simple.
Well, for people that want to do it.
Okay, okay. So
So-
we'll continue with our cooking. Don't worry. The beef will definitely be fried by the time we get back. And the rice should be just about ready. In the meantime, however, we have to take a short break. We'll return shortly with more on the show. It's Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us.
Welcome back. Wake Up Nigeria continues in the garden, and it's time for pet talk. So, if you have a pet, or let's say a dog today, have you trained your dog? The importance of training the dog is what we want to talk to Kizito about. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, so tell us, training your dog, how important it actually is it?
It's one of the most important aspects of dog ownership.
Okay.
It helps you to establish It helps you to establish a bonding between you and your dog. And then at the same time, it brings the dogs to a safer zone.
Okay.
The dog's life and then people around. So training the dog is just like raising a baby.
Okay.
You understand? In a dog way, because a dog is not humans, you get? And then a dog is a dog, so you train a dog in a dog way.
There are some tricks that we were informed Rose can do very well. Rose is what breed?
American Eskimo,
American Eskimo.
yeah,
And Rose is your personal dog.
it's my own personal dog.
Okay, all right. So what can Rose show us this morning? What sort of training have you given Rose that Rose will take heed to, right?
The communication is just like this. Rose, come here. Rose. Rose. Come here.
Okay,
Yeah, sit.
all right.
Sit.
Okay,
You can even tell her down, even with sign language.
okay,
But I can use
yeah,
voice. Down, down.
okay, all right,
Okay. Now, dogs can also eat on command.
Okay.
You get?
Oh, I don't know if we should, well, okay, you want to open the food
I can.
right now?
I can. I
Okay,
can.
but before eating on command, I'm thinking she can show us some other tricks
Okay.
that involve movement, because I don't want her to get all mixed up with food. For
Uh,
instance, can
it-
she
it won't-
dance? Can she dance?
Not really, but she can stand and then turn around.
Ah, that's dancing. That's dog dancing. All right, so show us Rose
Okay.
dancing.
Stand, turn around.
Oh, okay.
Stand. No,
Okay.
come here, come here. Stand.
Woo! Okay.
So that's just it.
All right.
Then because the food, she can actually be excited.
yeah, because
You
of the
can-
food.
Yes, you know, there's something we call positive reinforcement.
So in order to positively
Reward her for
reward
good
her,
actions, yes.
yes, she gets the food.
She gets the
Now
food.
she can smell the food,
Yes.
right? But what if there's no food around? Does she still respond the same way?
She responds.
Okay.
No, there's something we call positive and negative. They go hand in hand.
Okay.
So she responds to both of them, depends on how you do it. Like putting this food there, she knows that it's her own food. No,
Okay.
no, no, don't eat.
Okay.
Stay.
And she's
down.
almost down. You've told her.
No, at this time, I'm the one that owns the food, and then I
Okay.
can equally tell her to, I don't want to mention the word because
Yeah.
she will eat it.
Yeah.
No.
No.
So, you get,
Okay.
to eat,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
You get.
Okay.
So,
okay.
trying to mention it is looking for that word in my voice so
Yeah,
that he can
yeah.
eat.
Okay.
Now, with this food in my hand, I can tell her to do anything and she will do.
Like what?
Speak.
Speak.
Just like that. You understand?
wow. Okay.
So that is your positive reinforcement.
Oh,
You
wow.
get? And then sometimes we have a misconception about punishment of dog. No, you can actually punish your dog with commands.
Okay. How?
No, it starts from the beginning and then from early stage.
Okay.
And then you punish with command. As time goes on, you give that one command like, what?
Okay.
She don't know what she did, but the ear is back.
Yeah.
You get?
Okay. So she knows she's done something
She-
wrong.
She's
She
done
knows-
something wrong, but it's not her fault. She has not done anything wrong.
So you're stroking her to inform her that don't
yes,
worry.
yes, don't
It's
worry. Yes,
okay, all
everything
right.
is okay.
All right. all
So that is just.
So if you wanted her to go after someone or bark at someone, what would you do?
there is a stage you have a certain bonding. That's a different level of training.
Okay.
We call it protection training.
Okay.
Some people will say, I want my dog to be aggressive. There's nothing like aggression training.
Okay.
It's supposed to be protection training. And then aggression is a behavioral problem. So potential training requires a lot of levels. What we are doing now is obedience.
Oh, just obedience.
Obedience.
Okay. So I saw you tell her to lie down earlier on, but is there anything she can do while she's lying down? Okay.
Down.
Okay. Okay. And then what?
Shift back. Shift back. Shift back. Stay.
Okay. All right. So this is just simple commands.
Simple
and she
commands.
understands your language.
She understands.
Okay. So, but if someone else comes and gives those commands, will she respond the same way?
Yes.
She will.
You reach a certain level, she will respond.
Okay, but
Yes.
it'll take a while.
Look at this. Rose,
Okay.
come here. Come here.
Okay.
Now, call Rose.
Rose. Rose.
The food in my hand.
Rose. Rose.
She will come to you.
Are you sure?
Yes. But once
Okay,
you get
if
her
I'm
attention.
holding the food.
No. Just call her.
Rose. 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 Okay, she's not responding. The food is too tempting. The food is too tempting. Or maybe my voice is not
okay.
commanding enough.
Oh, yeah, call,
Eventually.
Call Rose
We have
now.
to wrap up now. But Rose, hi. Can I say hi? Okay. You know what? There's no time for this. I'm not a professional, but he is. Thank you so much, Kizito, for coming to show us this now.
Thank
but
you.
we have to head back into the studio. Wake Up Nigeria continues, y'all. Rose and I are going to play.
You a guarantee that your life will change if you listen to the Unplugged album. We're back in the studio, and you gave us a performance earlier on that was really, really fantastic, and you're going to do something more. But we were having an argument about about your influences. You talked about Travis Green. You talked about Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
That's internationally, right?
Yeah.
And in Nigeria, Cobams,
Yeah.
Timi Dakolo,
huge
and
fan.
all of that. So your music, I mean, you do this, usually your music is driven with strings, right? Is there any other thing that you use to fuse your songs together?
Yeah, strings, special effects in the guitar, distortion. and
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But mostly sometimes from my recent tracks, piano.
Hmm.
So I'm not like the piano person. I'm just getting
But
into
can you
it.
play the piano?
Yeah, I do.
So it's one of the things, like, I never learned a musical instrument, and it's one of the things that now that I have kids, I'm just saying to myself, you know what? Is it time? Isn't it time? Is it too late? Or should I still go back and learn something?
Nothing silly.
It's never too late, right? So you're already promising me some guitar lessons.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
thinking about it. If you don't bill me too much. So you have 4 songs already that
Yeah.
you've recorded.
Yeah.
And of course you're doing more songs as well.
Yeah.
And you've been doing this for not too long, 2012, right?
Yeah.
So tell us how that journey has been for you.
Well, since 2012, I've been trying to, there's this thing they say, or preachers say, you don't find your calling finds you. You know, you're in.
Just go ahead.
You're in university or an institution, and you're thinking, okay, this is what I should do, this is what I should read, and you're just trying to make your future look bright, and then some things don't go your way. you understand?
And a lot of that comes out in the music as well,
Yeah. So you're wondering, and then something you don't like, music. I didn't really value it
until later.
Until what happened, and I couldn't cope with the school and everything. And while I was learning the Java and etc. And the music just came, and I did try it on track. I mean, for a lecturer to look at you and say, man, you have something, what are you doing here? You should be in Muslim Center or 10th Strings or something.
Amazing. So, of course, you're going to be doing us a medley of 2 of the songs.
Yeah.
Love Boat and one other one,
In
right?
the Wind.
In the Wind.
Yeah, that's the contemporary gospel.
Contemporary gospel. I love it. It's in the morning, and, people just want to get inspired and motivated for the day.
All right.
So let's do this.
All right, let's do this. May angels lead you in, straight into my arms. May the sleepless watch our little love boat. May angels lead you in. I believe in love. I believe you make my love boat sail again. Yeah. Because Yahweh is here. In the wind, Yahweh is here. In the wind, Yahweh is here, in the wind. Thank you, Jesus. You are still and silent, speaking in the wind. Yahweh is right here, in the midst of your heartbreak, in the wind. Yahweh is, ooh, in the wind, ooh, yeah. Yahweh is here, in the wind, ooh, you are still and silent, speaking in the wind, and you never leave me, God, no. So that's Love Boat and In the Wind. And I believe with everything we go through, the hardship, the pain, even heartbreak, even disappointment, God is always around there trying to work everything out for your good. Yeah. Ooh, you're in the wind. Oh, yeah. You are still and silent, speaking in the wind. I believe in love. I believe you make my love boat sail again. I'm consigning Nigeria. I believe that you are here, even right inside Nigeria. I believe you make a way for my homeland.
back to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. What an inspiring performance. Everybody here was just going, Okay, so let's get back to the cooking. Chef Tutu, great to have you back.
Yes.
All right, so she's been in the middle of doing so many things. Yeah, so you're making herb rice.
Yes, which is on fire now.
Yeah, with Mongolian beef. All right.
Yes.
So the rice is cooking. A lot went into that. Could you quickly run us through that process before we work on the beef?
So we have the rice, oil, fresh herbs.
Okay, what fresh herbs did we put in?
So we put rosemary, thyme, and parsley.
As well as ginger and garlic.
Yeah, ginger and garlic. And we had Italian seasoning inside.
Okay.
We had Szechuan seasoning. We had curry and seasoning cubes.
All right, so that's what you're seeing right now.
That's
Now we move on to the beef.
yes.
You did something to the beef. You can start, but you did something to the beef
Yeah,
earlier.
so I marinated it with corn flour, salt and pepper, and well, that's just it.
Okay, so sunflower oil and salt and pepper, right?
Corn flour.
Corn flour itself,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
and salt and pepper.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
it.
so that's what we used for the beef.
Yeah, to marinate it, then
Okay.
I fried it in oil.
Yeah. So
So-
the frying was done here
Yes,
earlier. Huh?
yes, yes.
So what are we doing next?
Okay, so to make the sauce, you add in your soy sauce, water, brown sugar,
Let's get started.
and this. So
So, which do we start with?
you put the brown sugar, yeah, so it could
Oh,
melt.
inside water.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
yes.
Is that water? The meat is going into this water.
Yes.
Is it going to be boiled before you put in the meat?
Yeah, I'll put it in the pan so that I could
Heat up a bit.
heat up a bit and form into a reduction
Okay.
sauce. Then I turn in the beef.
Let me not preempt you. Let's
Then
do this. Okay, so
Yeah.
sugar,
then the
garlic
and ginger. Yeah, so it gives it this taste because at the end, this is going to be a bit sticky. So by the time you add it with the beef, and oh god,
You're even enjoying your cooking before it's cooked. She's going,
I already know.
that's a lot.
Yes.
That's the soy sauce?
So yeah, this is the dark soy sauce. I also like to
Using the
add
light soy
the light
sauce as
sauce.
well?
Yes.
Okay.
Just a bit. Then
Why not just focus on one? Why are they, does it give a different taste
yes,
or feel?
this is more intense, and this is just light.
Okay.
So, yeah. Then a little bit of oyster sauce, just to make it a bit thick.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like thick now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a bit. But because it has corn flour inside,
Yeah.
it makes it thick too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that helps.
Yeah.
So what makes it sticky then?
Because of corn flour, by the time you add it with this,
With
it just
this, it
yeah.
starts getting sticky.
Yeah.
Interesting. So why do you do this in a bowl, not directly in the pan?
Because I have to heat up this, and by the time you add water, and because okay, first of all, I'm using a wok pan, and I have to make it really hot first before you add in cold oil inside. Yeah, so
Okay.
and so you can reduce, get into a reduction sauce.
Okay.
So this is ready.
All right. So what do we do next?
Put in a little bit of oil.
In the pan?
Yes.
Okay. That's fine.
Yes.
That little. Okay. So what happens next?
I pour in this and just leave it to reduce.
cook.
Yeah.
Okay. So when this is cooked, what happens? Are we adding the beef?
Yeah, just adding the beef.
So when it's cooked, it's going to be thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we add in the beef.
Yes. Then it soaks up with the corn flour. Then you're done.
Mongolian beef is
It's
ready.
done. Yeah. So there are different ways to make it. I just find this really simple because I'm lazy.
Because you okay. Let me not
Yes.
repeat that one. But everybody heard it. Don't
Oh,
worry.
So that's it. So you just leave it to boil until it reduces before you add in your beef.
So by reducing, you mean some of the vapor goes out
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then it's a bit
Thick.
thicker.
Yeah. So like maybe half of this.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you add in your beef, and it just you don't find any sauce again.
All right. So what we're having this morning is stuff that sometimes you pay through your nose to have in a restaurant, and you're getting to learn this easy peasy. Of course, you know, you can check us out on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter and Instagram. Facebook, if you want to keep watching, and of course to watch it to play back. All right, that's Facebook Live right now. So you can actually see this process and make it for, say, your family or your partner, especially on your anniversary.
Yes, like my best friend. She loves, this is her favorite food.
Yeah, this was what you used to bribe her to follow you.
Yes.
I know.
I don't know, I have to make it for her again. Yes, so this is ready.
Yeah. So that rice is ready now
Yes.
to be served.
Yes.
Do you serve it with all the herbs?
Yes, it's actually good for your body, so.
So the
Might as well
herbs are
eat your
cooked
greens.
anyway, so they are softer now.
Yes, very.
Alright.
But then again, I can also remove it depending on the person. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
But I like parsley in food, so yeah, they should eat it.
Okay, so one of these days, if you can't get the parsley, you can always put ugu leaves in it.
Ah,
Though I'm not quite sure what kind of herb rice that would
funny
be.
enough, our I don't know what you call it in Chow. Yeah, it's actually a type of basil. So yeah, you can actually try that.
Yeah, so you could try it. So you put it as a herb rice of some kind. Well, we'll leave our own entertainment to ourselves here and give you real entertainment news because Mike is on standby right now. Hi, Mike.
Be careful with the entertainment that you are doing there. You don't do that entertainment, I finish that meat now. The
Mike,
entertainment
your
will
eyes
end.
are on the beef.
All right. Thank you very much, Mary. And it's entertainment news, and I've got my favorite entertainment reporter, entertainment enthusiast, presenter, producer, Dami in the house. How you doing?
How are you doing, Mike? Good morning.
Yeah, it's great to have you.
Fine.
I know you're very excited. You're shining.
No, I just feel you're the king of Bobo. You know how to say all those things that make someone's head swell.
There's a reason why Dami is shining. Sunday night, Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, excited.
One superb fan, but
Yeah,
today we're not
super
talking
fan.
Game of Thrones. Let's get straight into what we have on entertainment news. It's a bit of a sad note, but we're starting with Kodak Black and all the Nipsey Hussle controversy and all of that. Now, there is a campaign to boycott Kodak Black. What happened? Why Kodak Black into the whole issue and all of that?
First off, we all know the entertainment industry abroad in America is actually sad, and it's across board.
Okay.
So Kodak Black actually made a video where he was dissing Lauren London. And he said that, okay, he's giving her a year to actually be a widow. Then after a year, he would make moves to her. And a lot of people felt that was highly disrespectful.
I think
She's
so.
still
I think so
mourning. Regardless,
Yeah.
whatever your intentions are, I don't think you should come on social media and start saying
Exactly.
something like that. And a lot of radio stations were saying they were going to boycott his songs.
Some few did.
Yeah,
I
like
know-
they're not
I know
going to play
his-
songs.
Some radio stations, some halls where they had his start, a lot of things, his pictures and all that were taken off and all of
Then
that.
he apologized.
He did apologize.
He did apologize, saying something like, oh, he's sorry, although he doesn't want people coming at him, trying to feel like they're holier than thou. But still,
Okay.
fam, you shouldn't
Guys,
say
you shouldn't
that.
have gone
Like,
public with it, right?
Nipsey Hussle is
Yeah.
like a G right now.
He is.
Even in death, a lot of people are worshipping him, saying nice stuff about him. And there was one story I saw on social media.
Yeah.
A man that makes, like, I think he does something very close to Nipsey Hussle's shop.
Yeah.
And Nipsey Hussle goes out every day to give him drink, bread, gives him stuff. And the guy tells his wife at home every day until she heard about his death. And like, oh, so is this guy that my husband has been telling me about all through.
all
So he has
through.
done a whole lot of nice
lot of
stuff,
nice
community
stuff.
development. And you coming to diss his wife, that's highly disrespectful. They should really boycott his song
They
for
should,
now.
they should, they should. And then now talking about the killer, the suspected killer of Nipsey Hussle. He has a bail bond which is set at $7 million.
That's high. And in real sense, the Los Angeles Police Department are saying that there's a bid on his life. So that's why they had to raise the bond to $7 million. So he's in solitary confinement now, because if he goes out,
I'm telling you, man.
that's it,
people-
anything
I'm
can
telling
happen.
you, man.
And the funny thing is, Eric Holder was in a picture with Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah,
And
we
he
saw that
trended online,
picture.
and everyone was like,
We saw that
you
picture.
never can tell who is close to you, who is going to plan your
So
death.
you know what happens? Another version says that when he shot Nipsey Hussle, he went out and then Nipsey Hussle said something. Nipsey Hussle was like, yeah, you got me real good. And then he came back and fired again. In fact, another story even says Nipsey Hussle's partner said they shook hands. So definitely he knows.
Yeah,
or
they
he
said they had
knew
a beef, or they had
Eric Holder. Yeah, it was a
they-
personal beef.
They
And they had to go
something
that
going
far,
on.
man.
That's
Quite
the
sad.
entertainment industry can be.
Okay, so let's just run up
very
with his
funny.
funeral arrangements.
Yeah, there's going to be
Thursday.
something, on Sunday. Is it?
Okay, yeah, Thursday to Sunday. It's like it's a
Staples
whole
Center. It's
yeah.
going to be a high memorial for him, and
Yeah.
a lot of people are going to be present, basically.
All right. Okay. Rest his soul. Rest his soul. Rest his soul. All right. Moving on from Nipsey Hussle. Simi is in the news, and for good reasons, I must say. But you know the way we are in this place. There's a lot, you know, for good reasons. You put out something and people say, look, now who holy pass.
See, the truth is, Nigerians, we find it difficult to hear the truth. But another thing I think is there's a way we want to hear the truth. Yeah. For example, Fowl sang This Is Nigeria, and everybody liked it. He was actually criticizing a lot of things, and we related to it. I feel like whatever Simi has said, if she has said it in a song, would have been better. And two things can happen to Simi, regardless of what anybody is saying. Is either she goes from Simi to Simi, or she goes from Simi to...
Okay, so the story goes that something happened. I remember looking at that live video and somebody asked a question. She said, look, man, that it doesn't mind that if they're going to use an excuse of being Yahoo boys to
buy her CDs,
patronize her, then you should not patronize her.
She should not buy her CDs. That's what she said. And someone now came out to accuse her husband of like, okay, did you see what your wife said? Yes, I saw it. Then Penn said, "Hope you told your wife you were also editing documents for Yahoo Boys then." So Adekunle Gold was like, "I didn't know about that. I'm just knowing now." And the guy went on to say that
they gave her a crime.
Exactly. Then the guy went on to say, "I think what is best for Simi is just to put her song on the microphone and start and leave Yahoo Boys to Yahoo Boys." Now, back and forth, a lot of people are saying, yes, Yahoo Boys are this, there are no jobs. The truth is the truth, regardless of how hard it is. Yes, but I just feel like, for me, two things can happen to Simi. It's either she goes from here to platinum or she just goes to bronze or something.
You said so. And then moving on from that, Victoria Kimani, she's in the news. She went up after Tiwa Savage hard with the FU challenge. This will start, Kiss Daniel's FU challenge is bringing a lot of wahala.
Yeah, this guy has not released the list yet to the escape guy.
Baba is not going to release it again. But let's watch this one because the next one excites me. So the point is that Victoria Kimani slut-shamed Tiwa Savage, and she apologized for that, but she didn't apologize for
every other thing she said. Now, when Tiwa Savage released, I think, a video of a car she bought, Victoria Kimani came for her again, commented. And in real sense, I feel like if you don't know the nitty-gritty of the entertainment industry, you can actually stay from afar and criticize both parties. Now, what I find very disturbing is if Yemi Alade is coming out against you, if Sheisha is coming out against you, now Victoria Kimani is coming out against you, there's a truth somewhere that we don't know about. So it's better for us to not start saying, she's this, she's that. And the funny thing now is that T-Bills has signed a new act, Tosin Robok, and the girl is a mixture of Simi and Tiwa Savage. And the comment section was crazy. A lot of people were like, okay, next year, this girl is going to be the biggest thing in the entertainment industry. I saw her Foki challenge and it was awesome. And I don't know, the Tiwa Savage story, now, Polo was involved. Polo is, I beg your pardon, like a big person in the entertainment industry. Whatever Polo told Victoria Kimani, it was in confidence. It wasn't for her to come on social media to talk about it. So that was, that was already.
And you know, he has to deny. If I tell something, you come for us, Mama, I will deny you. Who are you?
And Polo now said something like, I think her family should reach out to her, whatever is happening, what's wrong with her. The entertainment industry can be a dirty business.
It is.
So you just have to know
It can be. We only know Juicy Smollett here, you know. All right, just as final story, this is this one gets to me. Helen Paul.
Congratulations.
Of course, she, the big news is that she's the first comedian with a PhD. First stand-up comedian that we know with a PhD and all of that. But then she came out and put up something out there that she was conceived out of rape.
Yes. And
we went after her, and I'm like, what is wrong with you people?
Again, we don't like listening to the truth. It's a Nigerian thing.
Because I feel like she's put out that thing there. She put it out there to inspire people.
Somebody, to encourage people
that are in that situation and they feel like they can amount to nothing. This shows them that, look, you can get there.
I agree with you. And I read it and it made me see her in a different light. Like, wow, someone from born out of rape. And, you know, it's difficult when people tell your parents you can amount to nothing. And she said something that, I haven't bought the Benz for you. But from her statement, there are loads of messages from there. Okay, I came out from nothing. I'm doing this. That means she's even taking care of her mom. Like, she feels like her mom is everything to her. And she's doing very well for herself. I see no reason why someone will come out on social media and tell you something that is like something deep and you accuse the person. That's something about social media we need to change. At times, it's difficult to share your truth on social media.
Because of things like this.
Exactly. And the truth is a lot of people are going through stuff. They want to talk to people about it.
Wow.
So I just feel this social media space should be a friendly space.
It should be,
rather
but
than a
it
troll
wouldn't
space.
be. Thank you so much, Dami. It's always great. Like when it's with you, time flies so fast.
Yeah, right.
We're expecting some other time when we're talking about Game of Thrones in the course of the season. Yeah, I know. Thank you very much, Dami. All right,
Thank you,
there's still a
Michael.
lot more to come in the third hour of the show. There's still parenting to come with Yeti Williams and a DIY session on giving new life to your plain slippers. That and much more after this break.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining us this Tuesday morning. 2 hours have gone by already.
Yes,
We're
indeed.
still here. We're still strong. Our energy is still good. I've
we've
had
been
my
having
sandwich.
quite a bit of
I've had my
coffee?
dried cornflakes and
Wow, yummy.
coffee as well. So yeah, I'm energized.
Yeah,
Energized,
if anybody
really.
out there has some milk, please just bring some for his cornflakes, please. But it's still your favorite feel-good breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria. There's still quite a bit of the show to go, about 45 minutes, and we have a lot of things to still get through. My name is Titilayo Oyinsan.
And I'm Yomi Okwe. Don't forget, we're streaming live right now at tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook. Check us out at TVC Connect. Just share your thoughts using the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on Twitter, Instagram, and of course on Facebook
Yeah,
as well.
exactly.
Don't forget. And we took some birthday messages earlier on.
did.
And we're going to be doing it again on Thursday. So throughout this week, all the way till Saturday, if anyone has their birthday
Celebrating.
coming up or already happened, let us know. And we'll probably give you a shout out.
Yes, send in their picture and, of course, your own name for sending the message through. Please download our mobile app as well from the Google Play Store and the iOS Store. Please, please, please download it so you can watch us anywhere in the world.
All right, so check this out. Yeti Williams of Lagos Moms is a parenting coach, and she will be talking to us about the importance of digital footprints on our child's future.
Very important. And then after that, we have Yomi Odutola. Now, she has a DIY session for us. She's gonna try spice up some plain slippers. It's gonna try and make them pop. Leather slippers, actually.
Yeah.
Leather slippers.
Something it got to me. The last story we spoke about, Helen Paul,
Oh, okay.
revealing that, she was here some time back, revealing that she was conceived out of rape. And everybody goes like, why should you make it known? And it's very simple. There are a number of people that are in that particular situation or something close to that, and they feel they can amount to nothing. Do you know what it means to tell you that somebody who is a comedian, picking up a PhD, not from any school, from Unilag, not even...
What do you mean? All schools
I'm not
are-
calling them like my ginger.
Don't
They
start
don't
that,
come to
don't
call
start,
now.
don't start
But not to
anything
shake that.
here.
But I mean, like, look, man, there is nothing you can. Don't let your condition or whatever you were born from. You call somebody an illegitimate child a bastard. This one is even worse than that.
That word.
She amounted to this far. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. Why are people coming out after her?
I don't know why. I don't know why. It's crazy. I think one of the things that I've noted in this part of the world, which is changing actually, is this idea of judging people very quickly.
very judgmental.
And also, people are very judgmental, and also jumping to conclusions very quickly, and never being as sympathetic
To a cause, so
yeah,
people-
especially when you haven't been through the
There's
issue.
just not, I don't think people have been raised enough with empathy. Because look at that lady that, even though it was promo for a movie, she said she was considering suicide. And then people went for her as opposed to trying to find a way to, help her,
Oh my
and
goodness.
stop her from doing it. They decided to even make it worse. So even if she was considering it, she probably would have carried it out.
So
Even though in essence it was promo for a movie, we understand that, and that you can go after her for.
Yeah.
But the truth is, she probably, I actually think they said it was a movie,
to just
just to
hide
cover
things.
it
Yeah,
up.
it's possible.
It's possible they did that to sort of cut the comments.
Let's leave
in
her.
half.
Let's think
You
about
know,
it.
it's
Because
really-
it was actually
the
a
thing
movie.
is-
The
the
movie
thing
was
is-
suicide. That's
Yeah,
the
of
type
course.
movie.
But
She
you
shouldn't
understand
have
my
done
point.
that.
Of
Let's
course,
leave that
we
one.
understand
One
that.
is
Now, the
Helen
thing is
Paul,
this,
Sha.
the
If
thing-
it was a case of suicide right now. If somebody was planning to jump off a bridge, do you think those comments would have stopped the person or pushed the person
Mary
over
was
the
gonna
I
edge?
just wanted to say something. Just last Sunday in the Catholic Church, the focus was on the adulterous woman who people wanted to kill. And there's a statement I just want to pull out of that. If you are free of sin, if you've never committed a sin, throw the first stone. Usually the people who attack are the people who have the worst
Yes,
secrets to
indeed.
hide.
Imagine.
I
So experience has
totally
taught us
agree
that.
with that.
All right. Why are you here?
Just to ensure everything's going on.
Everything is fine, Mike. Get out. You're welcome back to the kitchen right here on Wake Up
Yes.
Nigeria. I still have Chef Tutu here. We'll ignore Mike. And she's been very busy with breakfast. Mike, you're making me feel uncomfortable. Okay, so the rice is ready.
Yes.
And we've been working on the sauce.
Yes.
Yes. So far, so good.
Well,
How did we arrive at this?
So after we mixed up the soy sauce and the oyster sauce and whatnot.
Inside the water.
Yes.
Yeah.
We put it inside the wok
Yeah.
to bring it to reduction. So I allowed it simmer for about, let's say, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
By that time, the
She did a lot of stirring because of the sugar.
Sugar, yeah, so it
Yeah.
couldn't burn. Now, then I added in the meat.
Yeah.
And, well, because of the corn flour, it thickens up. It's like a thickener.
Yeah.
So it took up all the moisture from it. So
Yeah.
that's how.
You recall
Yeah,
she
right.
mentioned that earlier, that when you add the corn, because of the corn flour in the beef, it will definitely help the sauce to
Sauce
thicken.
thicken
'Cause
up, yeah.
I remember I was very worried with the water.
Yeah.
When you
Yes,
were making,
you
I was
were.
like,
Isn't
this
that
water,
too
is it not
much?
too much?
Yes.
But
But,
amazing,
yes,
amazing,
nothing.
amazing. In just minutes we have
Yes.
this.
So
And
you
Mike already had a taste of it.
Yeah, so you-
Hopefully his mouth didn't burn.
add in a bit of chili, yeah, just to, I don't know. Well,
Is this the regular thing or because of the Nigerian thing?
no,
pepper.
they do it. Yeah, it's regular.
It's regular. So
Yeah.
you put a bit of chili.
Yeah, so when you're serving, you garnish with green beans. Oh, sorry, green onions.
Okay.
Yeah, so or spring onions.
Okay.
But that's what they call it. So
Okay. So this is just about ready.
yes, this
So
is
we're
done.
going to serve it with our rice.
Yes.
Now this is the rice. Now for those just tuning in, Chef Tutu will run you through how we arrived at this rice.
Okay, so first of all, this is the basmati rice. So I washed it in hot water and I put in oil.
She washed it in hot water.
Yes.
I need to point that out because
Yes.
you said it was so as to remove starch.
Yes.
Yeah, never washed
I
rice
washed
in
it.
hot water before. Okay, so what next?
And I added in the oil, garlic, and ginger with the herbs, and added in the rice with spices. So like you can go crazy with the spices, whatever you want at all. Just put it in good quantity that it doesn't overwhelm the rice.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and from there, allowed it to
So
boil.
these spices you put in and the herbs, they are not overwhelming the rice.
No.
Wow.
And one thing I try to tell people, because you have the soy sauce, you have the brown sugar inside it. You don't want to go too overboard with the rice because this is a little bit sweet.
Okay.
So you have to look for a way to balance the both of them.
Okay, so while you're having herb rice, you're having Mongolian beef
Yeah.
that is actually sweet.
Yes, and there's no sauce, so you have to like maybe like I eat my way, like put it together, and so
Okay.
it just has to be just a balance.
Okay,
between
so that's why there's
both
so
of them.
much meat. So for each spoon you take, because I would have thought, you know, there would be some sauce to go with the rice
not
and eat.
really, not really.
Not really.
Not really. You can add a little bit of water if you want. Depends on the person, but I like to make mine dry because.
Is it too late to add water? Like if you want to add water when it's all cooked, will it
Well,
affect
you
it?
can actually remove it from the fire so it doesn't dry up too
Okay,
much.
okay.
Yeah, but I like mine dry because the rice is already sweet. You can eat the rice alone on its own. So just
Oh, you
add
can
this-
eat the herb rice alone?
Yes, that's why you spice it and make it nice.
Okay, okay. So it's not, it's quite different from fried rice.
Yeah, but I make my, like when I'm making my fried rice, this is the procedure I do first.
Okay.
Then I saute my vegetables. And
So you make herb rice before making your fried rice?
yeah, yeah, you can do it. Even jollof rice, whatever you want to do. You know, chefs, they tell us to just go crazy, try different methods, and anyone that works for you.
I'm sure so many people envy me. Like, I get to go to culinary school every day without paying a dime.
Yes.
Well, talking about without paying a dime, we're about to learn something that you can do yourself without paying a dime. And right now, we have Titi and Yomi, and they'll be showing us today's DIY, making your plain slippers pop.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, so, DIY, we're always trying to teach you something new on Wake Up Nigeria. And we have Yomi Odutola here. Now, she's from Foot Soldiers.
Yes,
Foot Farm. Okay, Foot Farm. It was formerly Foot Soldiers.
It was formerly Foot Soldiers.
Okay, it's now Foot Farm.
Yeah, Foot Farm.
And she works with leather. And we promised today that we're going to show you how to spruce up some plain slippers. So she actually thought we could also show you how to make slippers as well. So show us what we have here on the table.
So we have the last, and it's in the slipper, and this is the sole, and this is the upper. So I had already spruced up a little bit before coming here, but then this is the one that I haven't done anything on. So you have the upper here, you have the insole, and you have the sole.
So are these readily available in any market?
I think so. In the Mushi market, you can basically get whatever you want.
All right.
Yes.
So you've cut these out previously?
Yes.
And then what's the next thing we need to do to this?
To apply some gum. So this is like Evo stick.
Evo stick? Okay.
It's a bit strong on smell, so make sure that the insole is clean and filed out. And then you brush it, and then you have to leave it out a bit to dry, just a little bit, so that it can stick better.
Okay.
And then,
Do you think we can find pre-cut soles in the market?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Oh, fantastic.
Any size you want, any color you want, you know, you find it, and it's very, 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 very affordable.
Okay.
So we'll just leave this like this.
All right.
Let it dry.
So you have to gum both sides?
Gum both sides, yes.
All right, fantastic. So while we wait for this gum to dry, what do they call this again?
Shoe last.
A shoe last.
Yeah, so it's the form of your foot.
Okay.
So
it comes in different sizes, I guess.
Definitely, different sizes. So this is a size 40.
Okay.
And then if you look at this.
Yeah. It's what is this used for exactly, if we could break it down? Is it to give it a size?
To mold the upper.
Okay.
So, you know, if it wasn't there, it wouldn't have any shape.
Okay.
So to mold the upper, and then we have it in here, like that. And then we still have to wait. No, don't touch it.
Okay, all right. So now I can see we have some little, what do we call these? Decorations.
Just decorations. These are buttons, the decorations. You could use anything. I mean, if you have an old pair of slippers at home, you're thinking, oh, you've served your time, but I don't want to let you go yet. Let me give you a different look. You could do anything. So this was me putting just a button on that. And let me just show you what I did.
Okay.
Same button.
Okay.
This is not Evo stick. This is like normal, you know, clear glue.
Okay.
Just put a little bit. Always, not too much. Always let it dry a little bit so that you have to
spread it a little.
Spread it a little and let it, give it like a few minutes.
All right.
Okay, while we're waiting, we can look at this. So basically, the sole, the gum.
And you stick it together.
Stick it together.
All right. So is this when you put the last on? That's what you called it, a last,
A last, yes.
So without the last, it won't give that shape that
it won't give that shape. Okay. I need a hammer, but there's none here. But basically, we're almost there.
So you hammer this part of
Exactly. Let me see if I use this.
You can use that. Okay, all right. And there you have it, really.
It should be.
It should be right there. Okay.
Yeah. What size do you wear?
I'm 41. So I'm just a bit over this.
Just a bit.
For anybody that wants to buy me a pair of shoes, at least you know my shoe size now. I'm just saying.
Okay, so now we are back to this one with the button.
Yeah. And that glue is dried now.
It's dried. Make sure you just align it, you know, let it
look equal.
Put it in the center. And there you are. Voila.
So here we have something that was just plain red leather, and you've added a button there.
Yes.
You could also add one of these foam decorations. Now
yes, we could do this on this other one that we already worked on.
Okay. All right.
And then when you're doing that, you know, you could be crazy, you could do anything you want to do, but always make sure it looks aligned. So this is like on the left outer. You have to put the other one on the outer one as well. And then just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll put it on.
Yep.
Right there. And then a second one right there.
Yeah, we let it dry first, but we're not letting it dry, but it works. Let it dry first, okay? And there you are.
Indeed. And now you have two pairs, or well, one pair.
One pair.
Of very jazzed up slippers, y'all.
There you are.
Okay, so you use the button for this. You use some foam, glittery foam butterflies for that.
Yes, you could use safety pins. You could do any crazy, like you could do ribbons. You could do anything.
Okay, what's the craziest thing you've used for a pair of slippers?
Safety pins.
Safety pins.
So you could put safety pins like a row of 6 of them. Just line them on the outer like this.
Ooh,
you know,
okay.
Like you would use the safety pin, and they'll fall down. You know.
All right then.
Yes.
So I know there must be different types of soles. Now I know that this has been hammered on, but what type of sole is this? Just pure rubber?
Pure rubber.
Okay. But this, what's this?
Leather lining.
Leather lining. So if I go to the market, I can just ask for rubber soles and leather lining, and
pre-cut.
They'll have them pre-cut already.
Pre-cut. You can have leather soles pre-cut. Any sole you want pre-cut. Size
It's not expensive, is it?
No.
It's not?
It's
Okay,
not
all right then. So I know that Foot Farm has loads of stuff like this to show us, and we've learned something brand new today. Is this dry yet?
No, this was what we did.
Oh, it actually is gumming quite
gumming,
well.
yeah. If I had a stronger hammer, I would have hammered it some more. But yeah, basically, you're almost there.
Fantastic. And it goes with my outfit, doesn't it?
All
right then. Now that's what we have for DIY. A big thank you to Yomi from Foot Farm for coming to show us this. Hopefully you've learned something new. You can try something out this weekend and show us on social media. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria. We have to move along now. We have something more happening. Yomi is right there for parenting.
All right, and last week we started talking about parenting in a digital generation and raising digital kids who know how to use computers from the age of 2, 3 sometimes. They're already fiddling with that mobile phone. And joining us for parenting is Yeti Williams. And in a world where technology is a staple in our lives, in the lives of our children, we're focusing on the right ways to guide our children to use this invention to their advantage. And this morning, she's going to be focusing on the importance of digital footprints to a child's future. We were talking about this off cam. And it's very strange that when you say digital footprints, you'll just be thinking about the child alone. But you just pointed my attention to the fact that it starts with the parents, and the fact that it's even the parents that, oh, to God be the glory. Yes. God has given us a child, you know, and it starts from the moment you post the 7-day picture of your child on Facebook or any other social media platform. So talk to us about digital footprints.
So digital footprint is basically a trail that you're leaving online. And so that's anything you share, pictures, comments, I mean, anything you comment on, anything you share, somebody sharing a picture of you and tagging you, anything you put online stays online. So that's what a digital footprint is you're painting a picture online. And by the way, the systems and algorithms is also looking forward to getting to know you online. Because everything you're sharing online, that means they're able to paint a picture about who you are, what you like, what your preferences are like. You know, it's not a mistake when anything you search for suddenly starts to trail you. Have you ever thought about that? You search, I don't know, travel to wherever, and suddenly you start seeing ads pop up, and you're thinking, how come I did follow
that happens, or you check for the price of something, and then suddenly ads for those
all,
things
you know, as technology is getting smarter, all these things are being built as well to follow us. So it's the same thing with our children. So every time you share a picture of your child, you know, they fall off their high chair, you share it and tag, oh, funny mommy moments. You are painting a picture of your child online that he or she hasn't asked for, and he or she hasn't given you permission for, and you don't know what the long-term effect of that is.
You told a story about a 14-year-old girl. Tell us that story.
So there's a story I read just last week. It's a 14-year-old girl whose parents have said you can't get onto social media till you're 13. So at 13, they gave her the device and said, all right, welcome to the social media world. Now you can open accounts. And she got online, and within a very short space of time, she found out that her mom had been sharing all sorts of pictures of her from the time she was a baby.
Wow.
Embarrassing pictures that she felt very embarrassed about. So she quit social media and said, how could you have been sharing all that about
Without
me
my
online
permission, yeah.
without my permission? You thought it was cute, but you were exposing me to the whole world. You know what? I want no part of it.
Exactly. I mean, you see the situation where maybe a child's first steps and the child is walking naked. And then some 5, 10 years later, the child sees himself naked. It's like, okay, this is not what I want to put out about myself.
And we have to be very mindful of that. What are we sharing? Why are we sharing it? I mean, we think it's cute, but then keep that for your archives. You don't have to put that online for everybody to see.
So exposing your children is one of the things, one of the first things that you need to pay attention to. How much of that should you put out is what you're telling us.
You have to be thinking about, why am I putting this out? And let me think about my child 10, 15, 20 years down the line. Is this something he or she would want to see online?
So the first responsibility is for parents.
It's for parents.
Wow.
It starts with parents.
And then, of course, last week we talked a little bit about exposing our children to technology, and then, you know, paying attention to all the pitfalls and the things that we should know as parents. Now, of course, digital footprints for children, when they begin, what are some of the things that we should look out for on behalf of our children, if they're doing their assignments from school, if they're playing, the various things that we should focus on?
You know, a lot of parents now, even if you don't want your child to get online till a much later age, because a lot of schools now use technology, the children need to do research online. So I think we're talking earlier about you can give your child a laptop with no internet, but that doesn't do anything when they have to do homework and they have to research. So how do we make sure that we're helping them when they go online innocently, not to stumble on something unsafe, which is where things like the safe search I talked about last week comes in. If you turn on Google Safe Search, at least it streamlines some of the, it's not perfect, but at least it streamlines some of the results that will come up that will be inappropriate. And then you want to put in parental software so that you just can track what your child is doing early. And I'm not trying to turn us into FBI agents, right? Or like we're stalking our children. But it's our job to stalk them early, so that they become responsible digital natives, which is what I call them. They are digital natives, they are all online. Then they know what is right, they know what is appropriate and what is inappropriate. So the earlier we start the journey of training them, this is what you can share. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't click on every ad that you see, because anything you see and you click on, what did we talk about earlier? It's going to try to start to follow you and start to paint a picture about the user of that device.
One of the things that you talked about was that the use of cookies by a lot of these websites, where they tell you this enable cookies on this site, yes or no, and things like that.
Most people click yes.
Most people click yes because you just want to go.
They're just trying to move through
to the next thing. And usually, even when kids are playing games, especially the free kinds of software, all sorts of things
are popping up, very dangerous. They're popping up all the time. Most adults, unless you are trained, you will click on maybe 20% of it. And that's an adult that's trained. Eventually, something will pop up that will make you think, what is this? Let me see. Talk us of a child who's curious. Our children are curious by nature. There's nothing wrong with that. They're supposed to be curious. If they're not, there's a problem. So when they're seeing all those things popping up, and like you said, they are free to play. There's so many of them the kids are doing. And then they get them in, they start to play. They start to even offer them through the free playing to start buying money in the currency of that game. So it starts out free. Kids get addicted to it, and then little by little, they start to look for, Mommy, now I just need to buy a little bit of this money so that I can do more games in this free world. So it's a real slippery slope where if you don't spend time with the kids to let them know that you can't click on everything that pops up. Even though it says it's free, doesn't mean it's free. Anybody you give your email address to, they can follow you for life.
So this brings us back to what we talked about last week, the fact that this is the exact reason why parents are afraid. Because once you tell them, once you start telling them that, okay, all these things will follow you for life, there are pitfalls in this area, somebody could be stalking your child, you just say, you know what, let's just go dark. That, you know, no internet for you, no device, and all of that. So now that you're talking about footprints, you know, is there an SOP, a standard operating procedure that we can follow and say, you know what, for my child, these are the things that I'm going to be doing, and these are the things that I'll be focusing on?
So for a child's device, there are certain things you can do, you know, especially depending on the app the child is using. You can turn off some of the you can set privacy settings that will keep your child's profile private. Those are one of the things you can do, but they're all set up to be public. Because an app that's for social media, they want you to connect with everybody. So the default setting is
Public.
Yeah, public. You can then go in. So as a parent, if you're going to let your child get on, start with those things. Every account you set with them, let them set up. Go inside and turn the privacy settings to private so that not everybody can see your child. That's one small step, right? And then I talked already about the monitoring, especially when your child is getting on early. I'm talking about 7, 8, 9, 10, because they are going to have to do schoolwork.
Yeah.
Put this software in place so you can start to see what they are doing, where they are going, so you can have conversations with them. I don't believe in the dark, that don't let them get online. It's not the best way to go about it, because your children will eventually get online. If they are if you have a child anything, I don't know, 30 and below, their world is digital, so you can't say they will not get online, but you have to help them to navigate the online space safely.
Well, one of the things I tell my son, who's 8 years old, is maybe when he's playing a game and then, you know, it's trying to take him somewhere else to download something, I always tell him that, inform me first before you download anything. So that way he just says, Daddy, should I download this? I'm like, okay, that's good enough. Go ahead and do
so that's part of the conversations we're talking about. Don't block them from it. Put in your controls, turn on safe state, then have the conversations. I keep saying conversations is still the best way to protect your child. This is why I'm telling you not to do this. Don't click on this, because when you do, it can be a bad thing. Before you put your email anywhere, ask me as a parent that, oh, I want to sign up for this. Is it okay? Sometimes I tell them to use my email address for things they're interested in. That way I'm getting
those emails.
And I can filter it out versus it going to their school email addresses, because they have email for school. So once they feel they have an email address and it says, give us your email, they're putting it in, not realizing what the potential impact is.
Right. So, I mean, these things are really, really important. There's no running away from using computers, and eventually what's going to happen is that everything we use, including your glasses, everything that's on us will be connected to the internet. So there's no escaping it, especially for 21st century learning. And of course, we talked about digital footprints today. Hopefully, parents have learned a thing or two. Please, if you want to ask questions, of course, use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria. You can tag @LagosMoms. And of course, Yeti Williams will also be there to answer your questions as well. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And we're taking you to the kitchen, where there's some excitement going on there with Chef Tutu and our other people. And let's go. This way, please.
Yeah, Yomi, today's food will remind you of a nursery rhyme.
Nursery rhyme?
Yeah, that's the title. That's the title.
Have a seat over here.
All right.
So let me sing it.
Mike.
Who is in the garden?
Hey, little fine girl.
Who is in the garden?
Leaves and rice.
Can I come and chop it?
Wow, Mike. Okay,
what does Mike want to
Let's welcome Yeti to the kitchen, and of course,
Yeti, welcome to the kitchen.
Happy birthday to Yeti.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. It's her birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that's why we're giving you something special on your birthday,
nice.
okay? So Chef Tutu, you don't mess with my Tutu. She's today's chef, and she made this fantastic meal. So tell us about this.
Okay, so this is the Mongolian beef with herb rice. So in the herb rice, you have like parsley, rosemary, and thyme. But they're all fresh. So, but you can go all out. So you can do your dill, basil, ugu, botadi, whatever you want to do. Well, don't do that, but you get it. And you have your Mongolian beef.
Mongolian beef.
Let's do this. Shall we? Sorry, I wanted to get something from under the table.
Yes.
It's all nice and shiny. I'm just,
Do you want a knife? Fork?
yes, please. Let me have a taste of this
There you go.
Mongolian thing.
Got it. There you go.
You all know I'm still on my 40-day fast, you know.
Mike has been fasting for 40 days. But guess what? He
My
had
ministry is
this
about to start.
huge breakfast yesterday. I guess his fast doesn't include breakfast.
Who said no?
You start from noon?
See, I'm not even...
So what do you think?
This is very good.
Oh, thank you.
Titi's going to be rounding off the show.
I am.
While
This
is good.
While you have some of these.
Good.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you so
since
much.
I've been
Thank you
mandated
so
to
much.
do the rounding off of the show, first of all, a big shout out
right here.
to our friends at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories. They're lovely. Thank you. And thanks for the new toaster, y'all. Yeah, we love it.
Oh, yeah, we love the toaster.
Even though someone
burnt toast with it today. A big shout out to Fola at Fola's Place for the hairstyling. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you,
And
Fola.
thank you to our guests for joining us this morning. Yeti Williams, Digital Footprints, our children. I hope you learned a thing or two. And Chef Tutu, well done.
Thank you so much.
Lovely. Quite a few guests today. Big shout out to everyone. Even Kizito with the dogs. Oh, it's just too cute. All right, so there's so much happening tomorrow morning. You don't want to miss it.
We'll be back Wednesday, 6 a.m.
Have a great day, y'all. Bye.
Bye.